wanted to study you in great detail. Okay, so first I'm just going to start by jotting down some notes, okay? I might have to get a little up in your space for this. I hope that's okay. Okay, so let's see. We got everything up to the top. And as you start to blink, I start to see some movement over. Okay. Right around there. Okay. I'm just gonna mark that down. Okay, so if I just poke, yeah, that's the reaction is about to it's on the left side. It's more of a twinge, right? Okay, and then over and around to the left side. Great. Okay, yeah. Thinking if we run around, yeah, that looks just about right. Okay, so I'm gonna shine this pen light in your face just to illuminate some areas that I want to really. What about up from this corner if we illuminate? Oh, okay, that's from a different angle. You can tell that. Okay, very good. Right, like that. Up, around. Good, okay. And I'm thinking right there, there. And if I just run my thumb across. Okay. And take it just pinch up above the eyebrow. Okay. I'm thinking. Okay. So if we put it on, if we just kind of curve it out, I'm definitely seeing a deviation to the left over here. Side of the face seems to have a bit more of a. That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to get close look there. Seeing some minor. Okay. Let's see. What do we say? Right around there. Right there. Okay. Show me. Mark that down. Of course. No. What about right up and around here? Around that side. Yeah. So mark that if we just chart it up to the. Okay. And some measurements to sort of calibrate where. Make sure everything is to scale. So if we take it starting in the one and across the angular distance, it's going to be 12 to 11 centimeters, which is double, right? Exactly double. Just half that, and let's see, 5, 6, 7. If we add another half an inch, it would take it up. Okay, yeah. So we'll just go ahead and put that one down as sort of an outlier here. It is not standard. So I noticed that your eyes really, really beautiful, interesting thing going on here that you really don't see often. It's just the lashes, they kind of sweep. Okay. I see. So, right. Okay. Interesting. Don't really come across something like that. But I guess it doesn't impede on any of the other. Let me just take a closer look at that one up and around. Back up the top, up. Just around the corners. Okay. It's gonna be right around the side. So I'll just do a quick test of the muscular connection on the side of this ear over here. That one. Let's see. It's just about 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the fourth is right around. Where would that put us? Down the side, right? Okay. Just tracing that shape there. I said earlier that the ocular positioning is similar to. So when I see this typically in cases where there's some kind of genetic advantage, so maybe connected to the. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Right. Okay, just fill in the blanks there. That's right. Okay. So, how do we take it back to the magnifying? So, right at this point here. There. I'll mark that. Okay, mark that one. It's not so much about the visual identification, about the reaction to. Okay. Such a unique set we have here. Okay. And let's see. We're just thinking that down to mark it right there. That's where we'll apply some adhesive later when we administrate the neurological up and around the I'm gonna need some assistance on that, but that's kind of out of my field of knowledge, right? Okay. But if we take this back up, that's the wrong way. Thinking more of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. It's the 12th. The 12th. We can mark it right about there. Yep, exactly. The precise starting point. We just take the unless it deviates completely from the pattern we've seen so far. So let me just, if I just take a right, what about a little okay. Now if I use this, a different color, I'm not seeing anything quite different, so maybe I'll add a secondary. Get a little closer. Oh, interesting. Definitely not something we typically. Okay, but that's to be expected from someone with rest. Yeah. Alright, so. Interesting. Maybe send that one over to be looked a little bit closer, because it's not. Somebody might have some interest in taking a closer look at that. Not for any, just for reference in terms of things going forward. Okay, so that was my. So let's see, 27 points. Really up. So Y. If we use, let's make it into like a. If we map it out, like a visualizer, kind of like on the X, Y, it would be that point. You can mark it there, right? And then proportionally, like if we put it to scale, then it would be across in a slightly, what would it be, 90 degree? 85. Yeah, that's, that adds up, that checks out on the side department. But if we follow that line of logic up to the, wonder how this will impact auditory. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this, get a look again. Okay, and right up to the pupil. Okay, let's like right around here. Maybe switch to something in case of any errors that. Something like this. Right. Alright, one moment. Let's transition to. Excellent, okay. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so, like we said, it would be over and up and up. Just kind of open that up. Take bit of a... I might want to get some, like a screen, like some imaging done, just to, for reference. Okay, I'm actually going to take my pencil and flag this here. Okay, perfect. That adhesive should stay on nice and tight. And then for the next bit, I'll just mark that part right there. Something to send over to for the next step in the process. Okay. Very good. Very good. Swirling. You know what I'm seeing here? Do you know what I'm seeing? I hadn't even noticed that on the outer wall. It's like something that would typically be indicative of is that what we were looking at? Oh, right. It's in the chart already, so spelling. This. Oh, of course. Okay, so maybe take, when they have a look at that, I can mark it on color code. Okay, it's gonna seem a little strange, but I'm gonna use a highlighter. It's gonna go directly on the skin, not to worry, it's safe. It's just so I can have a visual marker, no pun intended, of exactly what exactly what I wanted to compare. Right, okay. Right in the center. Is that exact? I just need to check it against the examination because I can't. That would throw everything off if it was even just a centimeter too far to the left. It can slightly drift because it's not exactly even, regardless. I'm really seeing some, yeah. This should have started with that. That would have made things a bit simpler, but oh, it's already open. I just like that, and maybe mark it too. What was it? Did I use for? Okay, perfect. I need to expand this outward. I'm just gonna reposition you slightly. Thank you. Alright, so something that would be helpful is if I had a better sense of how these two things are interacting with one another, because it's actually just kind of hard to gauge sometimes, especially with abnormal shapes like this, like that right there, you know? Sorry, just up and around the side, maybe over to in the ear. Okay. And what about over on the right? Okay. See, it would be, oh, we could pull back the hair a bit for this. Oh, okay. But I have to work with the armies at the moment. That's just not feasible for the time being. I can just work with this. Can sign off on that one later. But now for a different kind. Oop, flipped the wrong way. Where's oh my life. Okay. Right. No, not quite. I apologize. All right, let's try. Where is? Oh, there it is. This one's more elementary. It might actually be good as a guide. Oh, stubborn little thing. Up and 3. Parallel to that is 3. Perfect. Actually, why don't I make a little key here so the blue is for points of interest for over at the memories department. In pink, where did we mark the pink? Oh, highlighter on my hand. Okay, pink was, where was it? It's starting to, it's a little bit too light. I want it to be more easy to identify. Okay. Now let me go back over the blue now that we have a better point of reference. And right. Okay. End result should be somewhere on the right side. So I just maybe so now I kind of smooth this to the side and lift up from underneath. Right, that's gonna be. And if you want to shift it over a little bit, it might not be exactly how it looks because these two don't add up to be 30, or do they? Or do they? Let me double check it. Can myself leave any room for mistakes with nature would be such a detrimental error for something so insignificant to them, but I mean really it could have thrown everything if we just okay. Highlight that point. Exactly. And if we count out the seems the quantity is checking over and up. Because then we would have to reach over and around these. If we run it through the equation, or calculate that, I mean, oh shoot. Do I have my pen? Ah, here it is. Maybe 6, 60, 80, 42. So It's actually a misunderstanding of something like that in her previous notes. That does not check out with what I'm seeing right here in front of me. Okay. Mark that. Okay. I just need around that side. Just like a quick, almost like a scan would be. I'll put that down for her. Actually, it might be easy to put it on a sticky note and pass it on. Okay. So what did we say? We said, let's compare it. I'll just copy that one down. Draw it out for her, just nice and simple. And say that she should send it over. Take a look and get back to me. Simple as that. Okay, just make sure that was, yeah, okay. Perfect. Alrighty then. Just take one little the marks that I had left before with the highlight. So on the scan, they start to kind of bleed into as well. But that's about over here. And if we just go back over the whole from top to bottom, it would put us at okay, alright. Yeah, that's that's like on the very end there. It's okay. Alright, so that should just about do that. Let me just compare. It's perfect. I think that is gonna do it. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. You said perfectly for me. So I'm gonna send you on for the next round. Okay. Okay. Good luck. Bye. Thank you so much.